don't know if it's gonna trigger like any other chapters to appear if we finish it or not. But we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead. Trial in life. And the difficulty is getting up there, so... Seriously, they couldn't have picked a different picture, man? Come on.
When I woke from the illusion, Semelia was beside me, pale. She had been the first to wake, and immediately sought me out. Terwin's soul and memory, housed now in my arm, enlightened me about this world. I saw it for what it was. The prophet worshipped by the Order was me, from a prior world. Each time Geoffrey Libram bore witness to the end, he placed his hope in a new nameless sorcerer. In the vague, distant future.
If the prophecy holds true, awful things await you.
I set off despite her attempts to stop me. She looked ill with worry. Some paths cannot be abandoned, even if they lead to despair. I felt sure I would make the same choice, should the world repeat 10,000 times. It would be ironic if that same stubbornness played a part in the world returning as it does. But, even so... I won't leave Magusar to shoulder the burden of an unfair world alone. And if I truly had passed on my hopes to him in a prior life, then all the more reason. For I chose to believe those hopes had yielded this fate.
See, the majority of these fights are just breaking up the story at this point, with only a few having actual direct connection. When the monsters appear.
I want to find a way to change your fate.
Well, how nice. Wed Hood's gonna be... Can't be just a whole novel. Well, I mean, I get that, but I mean, like, I would appreciate if it had a better connection than just we were traveling and monsters appeared. Like, I would like most of it to, like, occasionally is okay, but I would have liked it a little bit more connection for most fights. Like, some of them were literally, some of them didn't even say, like, and then monsters appeared. They just literally, here's story. Like, the whole part leading up to the end of the game was just basically broken up by fights with Lily. It didn't even have, like, monsters appeared. Story is really good, though. I really like it. I've enjoyed a lot of the twists and everything in it. Ugh. Nice. I don't know if you'll quite like the one I fought. I think that one had more of a female head and body. But you're definitely still based on the same thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the one I fought had a female head. Ow. Ugh. If only there was a reliable way to increase your health, though. No point in that now. Speed my way. definitely based on that other one. Holy crap, though, it's... Oh yeah, the Vita definitely has good games. I never said it didn't have good games. It's definitely something that doesn't get appreciated. Honestly, though, I do feel fucking sorry for people in the future that are gonna be looking for some of these games, though. Because honestly, I don't see a lot of games becoming very affordable. I think over time, the majority of the Vita library is going to be very expensive. Don't you have a fair number of Vita titles? Like, what titles do you not have? Ooh, Red Hood's getting all ass-handed. Whoa! Go that way and let me, Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, don't tell me you went down. Okay. See, ice. Because I haven't seen the weakness thing come up. No, then poison must be its weakness.
Keep it together.
Damn it. Give me a little bug.
Keep it up.
Oh no.
Keep it together. That hurts.
Oh, crap. It hurts. Oh, that sucks.
Keep it together. That's careless.
Oh, come on. Weapons. I mean, I guess I could take a weapon, but not what I'm trying to look for. Ah, there.
Nice
You'll do
moves.
fine. Yo.
I can take it.
Alright, that thing's head really big.
That hurts.
Man.
Keep it together.
Easy for you to say, lady.
That's careless. That's the way to live.
Oh lord. bugs flying around. Oh, there we go. Hi, you.
Keep it up.
I need you for.
Keep
Oh
it
no.
together. I can take it.
Damn it.
I don't want to die.
That hurts. Keep it together.
You can draw those pictures too? Does it act like a decoy?
That's careless.
Yes, that's what it does. Oh, good lord. That thing hits so fucking hard.
Keep it together. I can take it. That hurts. Keep it together. That's careless.
It's so fucking hard. Ah! Oh no, no.
Keep it together. Look, it's working.
On, so it's getting now. You know, just a tad bit more painful than I would have hoped.
I can take it. That's careless. That hurts.
being trapped in something.
Keep it up. That's careless.
Oh, it's tripping now.
Clean up this mess.
At this point, it's easy peasy. Just gotta wait for a charge, go for the head.
Keep it together. That hurts.
Come on, charge.
Keep it together.
Oh no, the head's always broken. I need to go after the hook.
Ready for me to finish? I can take it.
Hook in its knees. That was the hook.
Keep it up. That hurts. Keep it up. Keep it together. That's careless.
Damn it.
Keep it together. That's nice. Now what shall we do with you?
I can't die. I won't die.
I mean, I've been doing a lot of sparing for health, so I think you'll make a good little boost to the sacrifice meter there. That's for taking too much of my time, buddy. Nane. Explodes on contact. Ooh, how much? 490? How much is mine do?
Panic on her face, Semelia called out to stop me.
But is it? Is it really all the same?
I had my doubts as well. After all, the prophecy mentioned nothing of the great dream that had trapped mankind.
If I had never heard those words, I might not even have been here.
This is where your story begins. The words I had spoken in a prior world changed a girl's fate in this one. It was an optimistic thought, but perhaps the course of the world had been altered. Semelia looked as if she'd had an epiphany.
If we destroyed that, then maybe...
It was absurd. But if such a thing did happen, it would surely drive the world further off course. A big if. And how had she even thought of such a ludicrous plan under these conditions?
Here. It was just here. It appeared right before me.
I suddenly understood why she looked so unwell. She says it floats before her still. Another worldly, white vessel.
Chalice.
Time marched towards its end. Once more.
The journal's author had a realization. The world repeats itself, but not in precisely the same manner each time. It was proven by minuscule aberrations there is the potential to pave a new future. The world can change. There is hope. Read on and experience the unexpected. Now, let's get back to our story.
Before that, I want to compare the hammer to that new one. So the hammer is, oh, yeah, that was 400 and something. Eight casts, 490. 8 casts. But it says small. So is it more of an AoE in my location? It's 9 casts, does a lot of damage. Try it out. I don't think I got any more of these. Let's see. Now is the pitchfork. And the electric, which I never got a gold version of yet. Fiddles. I am using that. Let's use the attack one. Oh, that's... Oh, yeah, those are bronze ones. Okay. Oop. Go for that token chest. Everyone delightfully loves tokens, yeah? Let's see. Troop of enemies in the middle and a chest piece in the corners. And then... Now I did get a bit of healing that was like 500 and something. Yeah, see, I'm using the bronze one. But you see, you only get 2 casts. That is so little. So little. We cast that way, but again, so little. If I can get 2 more, I can boost up to get a little bit better. Yeah, I got 4 casts. It's 1 less cast, but good chunk of extra health though. Getting now, I'm getting now.
The sacred chalice.
The bitch.
Bestowed upon the world by one of its creators in order to see their divine will given form, or so the story goes. Then why appear now? Why present itself to Somelia?
If we destroyed this, then who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I've came to the conclusion that Chalice was pretty much linked to everything for quite a long time now.
The Chalice has a role in the eternal recursion, true enough. She may be right. Removing it from the equation might yield some change. Might alter the nature of this unfair world. That hope soon died, and the realization it left stung deep. The Chalice was an artifact given by the world's creator. I was naive to dismiss it as legend. We both were. Clearly, the world's recursion was the will of some great consciousness. And the Chalice remains connected to that being.
When we read the entry,
We were taught that our brief conspiracy to destroy the Chalice was a treason upon the very nature of the world.
who the hell taught you that? When we read the entry about the god of greed, it said his brother trapped him, and that became the planet. And from that, humans came to be, and he gave greed and desire to the people. So, I mean, in theory, assuming all that's accurate, the planet itself is the god of greed. So,
The moment our spells struck it, space itself tore violently open.
oh well, that's not good.
Perhaps that vast consciousness noticed us from past the veil. Took note of our tiny rebellion. I have no words to describe what appeared before us then.
Creepy eyes? Skeletal? Well, that escalated quickly. Because I would imagine the Chalice wanted her to sacrifice me, I would imagine. But for what, though? What did the Chalice offer her?
What's that?
And that's the god of greed? The giant demon baby. That don't look great.
That hurts.
Wing.
Keep it together.
Ooh. Easy there, Junior. So I noticed there don't appear to be any regular enemies to absorb anything from. So I don't know if I'm forced to use my limited supplies of offerings or... Oh, no, no, no! Oh, why does it take so long?
I can take it.
Let's see what this does.
Keep it together.
Oh, wait, there's stuff to kill. Hi. Come on.
Sacrifice it or save it. That's the way to live.
Oh, Lord. Lord.
Keep it together. Nice moves.
You had to make them really annoying to hit. Oh,
That hurts.
what I don't get is if he's supposed to be trapped, why is he out here?
That's dangerous.
Oh, Lord, that one.
Clean up this mess. I can take it.
I understand how this
That hurts.
it's like exploding in that. Well, he's going toward yellow, so I like the big glowing red thing. Oh. Don't think that's quite over, so. Probably gonna have a second match right there the time. Yeah, also, that drawing does not do terrifying horror of what the hell that thing looks like. That's it? No cool, fancy druid god powers? What a whip. That's a whip. Called refund.
One rises in my mind, though, that begins to encompass its all. God. The will of the Creator, given form and place. Black bolts of divine judgment flashed brighter still, then lashed out to claim us both. I moved to shield Semilia from the brunt of it. And yet... it was she who pushed me aside. I saw her body flayed and broken.
Well, sounds like I'm gonna be in it by myself.
Perhaps we provoked the Creator's ire in our efforts to defy the nature of our world. Or perhaps that divine wrath was proof of something else. That we were succeeding in driving the world off its ordained course. And then, another flash appeared. It seemed almost human, this thing grappling with the giant. They clashed and locked, growing more distant by the minute. For a fraction of a second, I saw a face I recognized. No. Could it be Magusa? Our moment of despair passed, leaving us in stark silence. I approached Semilia's body and lost whatever words I planned to say. I tried to patch her wounds, but she merely shook her head.
It's too late. Just please stay.
How much more would be taken away before the end finally came?
A terrible price was paid for this hope. Semilia was given no mercy. For she had found the secret to resisting the unmoving world.
But if we'll heal listening to this story, I mean, doesn't that mean this failed still? That this didn't succeed?
She had effected a change in the tale, but it cost her her last breath.
Because, I mean, obviously if it succeeded, why is this still like this then?
I know. To you, I'm just one of a long line of acquaintances. But you're the first one who even remembered my name. The words you left behind found their way to me. They saved me. If this is fate, then the gods are spiteful beings. But you understand, your first partner was dear to you too, no? That's what you are to me. I feel no different. Sortiara was her name, wasn't it? Your old partner? I heard you whisper it just before you woke up from the illusion. I wish I hadn't. It was hearing that name that brought it here to me. Hearing that name is what called the chalice here. The wish that brought it was impulsive, raw, stupid emotion. I didn't want to save the world, or anything so noble. It was a childish desire. I wanted to be special to you, to be your one and only. But I resisted. I couldn't do that to you, violate those cherished memories. Please, just let me die. If you'd know when my soul became a part of your arm. You'd know. You'd see my heart. All my jealousy and envy and the ugly things inside me. I just couldn't bear it. But please, just remember. Remember this of me. Remember, I was glad that I met you. If the world's doomed to repeat, I look forward to meeting you again. I won't be able to stay with you, inside you. But please, think of me sometimes. Please.
If it weren't for Samilia, the truth behind this world would still be hidden. Eternal recursion would have carried on, unnoticed. What gave Samilia hope was a message passed on from the previous world. That our thoughts together can change this world. That it is already changing.
So your story ends.
I took the apple she had held and placed it in my robes. A meager memento. She'd refused to dwell within my right arm. With this, I'd be able to recall the red of her cowl no matter how addled my memory grew. Some distance away, Magusar remained locked in combat, bringing his own will to bear against that avatar of divinity. Despite the mingling of memories and collapse of his identity, it remained within him. The duty to change this cruel world. He'd come from the previous world as a sorcerer with no name, bearing the hope that the world could alter. From his unusual actions, I could see what he was trying to achieve. Like Samilia, he sought to destroy it. I knew it must be there, hanging before him now. A chalice only he could see. Thunderclaps pierced the sky. I felt they were a chorus of ill omen, harbingers of despair. A fissure split the sky, and white light poured through it. I was made to bear witness. To watch the world pass sentence on a man with the hubris to rebel. A second giant descended.
Oh, good lord. Wait, what? Wait, that I
Thunderclaps
might have accidentally did that
pierced
too
the
early.
sky.
So I gotta
I
fight
felt
both
they
of
were a
them?
chorus of
But I
ill
thought they were
omen,
against each other.
harbingers of despair. A A fissure split the sky.
It said his
and
brother
white light
sealed
poured
him,
through it.
and that became the planet. So why?
I was made to bear witness.
Oh, this ain't gonna be
To
good.
watch the world pass sentence on a man with the hubris to rebel. A second giant descended.
I guess
It was a
he's.
sight taken directly from legend.
eh. I mean, you would think he would be fighting on our side. Nope. I hope I'm not by myself fighting the two of these things. Oh. Sounds like I will be having a partner. A partner. Can't they just fight each other? Yeah, this is some Breaking God shit going on now.
This is where our
Yeah, it looks like he's fighting us too. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, I'm confused. Why is he fighting us? I mean, according to the law, I would think he would be fighting with us. I mean, he's the one who locked his brother into the planet. So I'm just kind of confused. Here. I need your souls. I also noticed the wings are actually opposite of each other. Speaking of wings, God damn it, of course it is. Actually, you notice the godly one has its like utility cord. Fucking Silent Hill 4 on a sudden. What is even going on anymore? Yo, I need your soul. serves. Die. Oh, what the? Oh. This shit again. They're just getting into yellow. What the fucking hell? This really is starting to turn the Drakey God. What am I supposed to do? What the hell? Not this one. Oof. I pray that this horrible fucking nightmare will end. This shit's getting ridiculous. Oh lord. Oh. All transformed. That demon looking one's just crazy drinking on this. I mean, if you ever played Drinking God, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's set this up real quick. Any good rewards? No, just basic shit. That wasn't like super bad, but was painful.
The chalice's destruction. Was that not the nameless sorcerer's aim all along? Even while he traveled with me, Magusar sought the chalice. The reason he pursued it changed as his memories addled. Perhaps in the beginning, he'd set out to save the world. I couldn't rid myself of this thought. Rebellion against the Creator. It was the nameless sorcerer's will that had brought this about. It was a futile battle. Yet, I could not help but find hope in it. I knew he couldn't win. I was sure something in the world had changed. It was a subtle victory. Magusar kept on fighting. Long after losing any semblance of normal consciousness, my partner muttered something under his breath. The words were strange, yet familiar. They filled me with courage. This is where your story begins.
Wow, that line is such a fucking course to this game at this point.
I had to pass those words on, even if the world's end claimed all else. Had to see them safe to the next world's Red Hood, to be her hope. I thought back to Persapius's last words. The trail of one man's life can be another's beacon of hope. Perhaps our journey is a battle to pass on that torch. A handful of humans were able to draw the very gods out of hiding. Let that fact shine as hope for all we can accomplish. For now, we'll struggle till the last breath leaves us, so that those who come after us might take courage from our story. The world may end, but dreams will persist.
The world has not ended yet. The fight for hope continues as we speak. Read me to the end, for I contain a crucial message.
Magusar couldn't age or die. Even that was the result of conscious preparation for the day he would fight the gods. I believed that. Anyone would, having witnessed his tenacity. These memories the nameless sorcerer brought with him, the words and thoughts that he carried beyond the cycle of the world, now shook it.
Yeah, I would imagine that the thing with the dragon was the original end for the original version, right? So I would take it that everything after that was the Delta content.
This is where our story begins.
Again!
Those brief words were all it took to change the fate of the girl in red. We now faced the gods because she sought to destroy the chalice. Were it not for those words, the world may have ended differently.
You know, I'm fully prepared for the end to still not come to a real conclusion. And I'm okay with that, because I think I'm getting what the main theme or should you say, or should I say, lesson of the game is, like the message it's trying to give. I think in the end, I think we're not going to get a satisfactory, like, conclusion ending. I think the idea of the ending that it's going to give us is that you should continue, like, you shouldn't give up, that every attempt can give a little chance of hope for a new beginning. Don't sacrifice people. Yeah, that's probably a good advice too. But I think the idea is to not give up, and that you can pass a torch of hope for something to still change. The story is repeating, but after hundreds of possibly thousands of attempts, change has happened. And there is hope that one moment of those changes can stop this cycle. So the end, which we're not to yet, obviously. I mean, it's probably coming here in a second, but I mean, I think the end is still going to leave it very vague, but I think that's going to be the kind of end message that it wants to leave for us. Though, if the critical message is now your story begins, that I will be sad then.
How long did the battle last? In the end, Magusar fell, and the gods took hold of his body. Now they're pawn. Magusar came for me. I was torn apart, limb from limb. The only reason I still live is because my partner, now a monster, shared his blood with me. His immortal blood has made me a difficult man to kill.
But now this is leading
Even
to the
now,
normal.
with his mind gone and his body stolen away, my partner still exists, somewhere deep inside.
So the crucial memory he forgot was that the gods entered his body?
If I truly hope to take up his mantle, I cannot back down now. I must stand resolute against the gods raging within him. And so, our arduous fight began. For years we fought. Until, losing all humanity, he became a tyrant, the whole world in his grasp. Sacrifices were brought from every quarter to extend his life. Each passing battle claimed more of me, until barely scraps of flesh remained. But I never lost hope. How could I, considering all that I'd inherited? It fell to me now, to pass that on to my successor. That final wish changed my body. I took on a form well suited to the passing of knowledge. I was struck, seeing my body. Books of magic are oft referred to as grimoires. Grimoire. Grim. I could not think it a coincidence. The Prophet Grimm was, in truth, a grimoire, a book of prophecy. A single glance, and I was sure. The knowledge I passed on this way would educate those after me. Even in ways I couldn't imagine. If miracles do exist, no man is capable of prophesying them. That is precisely why. No matter what the crisis, we mustn't turn away from it. Hope can always be found if people pass it on.
The Prophet Grimm was no prophet at all, but a grimoire. The memories of past events within me will play out again in the next world. This is my story, and the trails of the lives of those before me. Whether you challenge Magosar is your decision. But if you'd listen to the wishes of an old book, these tales that we bear, the hopes of countless souls, perhaps you take them into the next world. They are your stories now. Go on.
And you still cannot access Chapter 7. Is that basically the end now? Oh no, I didn't mean to go to Alice's. Because there's still... Unless they unlock by doing the ones I haven't done yet. Oh! When did those unlock? There's still... this one, heal. But when the hell did these ones unlock? The survivals. Maybe. Let's take a look at the trophy list. Because I know there was a section on the trophy list I was like, this looks like where all the kind of story content stuff is, so let's take a look. Those are the Archfiends. Fulfill the packs of trial life, a little at a time. Fulfill pack's end. There's 2 trophies here. I guess we can make sure... because obviously there's still stuff to do. Not too much left, though. We have the voices. The voice. This story. And then I guess we'll go through those. I'm not really sure. Oh, you and Freedom Wars Platinum. And then I got 2 of these stories. And then whatever this is. So... There's one thing still locked in the side stories. And the packs are locked by intelligence, so that doesn't really matter much. Well, I guess we can, like I said, we can see if something different happens. Oh yeah, I imagine there's a lot of this crap. I haven't even took any all day. Damn. Not that I've ever really used it for anything. And still, whoa. Challenge God. Something did indeed change. And he still said, like, he said when this appeared, that might be a pawn. So far, that didn't... Wait, what? To pre-vision? What, does that allow me to, like, do Chapter 7 again? Pre-revision? I'm assuming that lets me do the chapter 7, I'm imagining. Okay, well. Coming to Little Giddle. Yeah, I could do that. Gotta double save. Gotta keep the meme alive. Gotta be overextensive on the saving. It bears no... Oh, and you can restore it. Yeah, see, it said... No longer says God on it. So yeah. It just goes back and forth then. Man is still going. Yeah, because man's gotta fight the creators of this world. So... So yeah, looks like it just lets you go back to chapter 6. So it basically lets you play the OG mission. So that's nice. So you're not locked out of anything. Because I was kind of like, well, it kind of sucks if anyone wanted time to... Assuming it's not insanely hard. Let's see. Don't fight the devs. I've done that before. What are we at? 3:30? But it'd be a shitty part to stop. Okay, let me go and take a break and get the dog's food ready and that. And we'll give this a shot. So I'll be